Thank you. Now, if you could, please stand in body or spirit for the bride. Please be seated. We've gathered here today to celebrate the relationship of Amy and Joe and to be witnesses and supporters of the commitment they share with one another. Together, we're a group of some of the most important people in their lives, and they've brought us here to publicly recognize that we played a special part in the love they share today. For those of you in attendance today that do not know who I am and who I have not yet had the pleasure of meeting, my name is Brad Martin, and I could not be more proud, blessed, and thankful to have the two lovely people in front of us as some of my best friends. I met Amy and Joe at UT Austin and was their upstairs neighbor at 2400 New ACs. They found out that I had never eaten a pancake, took me to a food truck, fed me, and somehow now I am the minister at their wedding. Now, before I get any further, I want to take a moment to thank each and every person here in attendance with us today. To our beautiful bridesmaids, handsome groomsmen, Joe, Amy, and all of you. By your presence here today, you are witnessing and celebrating the love that these two individuals have discovered in each other and have grown over the past few years. It is our duty as witnesses here this afternoon to provide Amy and Joe with our unconditional strength and support as they embark on this next wonderful phase of life. Before I proceed to the reading Amy and Joe selected, I want to share a few personal thoughts about this very special day. Truthfully, sometimes I forget that Joe and Amy aren't married yet because although I've only known them for a few years, I have never known a couple as perfect for each other as Joe and Amy. Sometimes you meet someone and it's clear that the two of you are meant to be together. And if you don't believe me, you should watch the two of them play charades. Because I kid you not, I have seen Joe go, and Amy guess the underwater city of Atlantis? Joe and Amy have a burning chemistry when they look at each other. They fit together like they've always known one another. And I can't express how happy I am to see two of my best friends getting married before me. Amy and Joe have selected a reading from the American-Russian author Vladimir Nabokov's letters to his wife Vera that they would like to share with you, and it reads as follows. I can't tell you anything in words, and when I do on the phone, then it comes out completely wrong. Because with you, one needs to talk wonderfully. The way we talk with people long gone. I swear by all that's dear in me, all I believe in, I swear that I have never loved before as I love you. With such tenderness to the point of tears, and with such a sense of radiance, and most of all, I want you to be happy. And it seems to me that I could give you that happiness, a sunny, simple happiness, and not altogether a common one. I'm ready to give you all of my blood, and if I had to, it's hard to explain. Sounds flat, but that's how it is. Here, I'll tell you with my love that I could have filled 10 centuries of fire, songs, and valor. 10 whole centuries, enormous and winged. Full of knights riding up blazing hills and legends about giants and fierce Troys and orange sails and pirates and poets. And this is not literature, since if you reread it carefully, you will see that the knights have turned out to be fat. No, I simply want to tell you that somehow I can't imagine my life without you. Now, we've come to the heart of the ceremony, the exchange of vows. Joe and Amy have chosen to write their own vows, a personal expression of their love and commitment. This is the time when they will share their promises to each other, which will guide them through their married life.
I'll preface this by saying our vows are a little long and y'all are all very hot, so I'll try not to cry and drag it out. I grew up a lonely and quiet child. I think that many people misunderstand quiet children. They impart and imbue upon them all sorts of ideas about what it might mean. They ascribe all sorts of inaccuracies and projections. People think that a quiet child is angry. People think that a quiet child is calm, dumb or smart, mischievous or graceful, ignorant or wise. There's a certain sadness that can befall any conversation. Sometimes, when you talk to another person, there comes a moment when they nod at just the wrong time, so as to portray that they were never really fully there on the same page as you. Just a small hint or poor response that disconnects your words from their acknowledgement. At those times, you wonder just how little they've kept up with you. At those times, you start to doubt the point of talking to someone at all. At those times, the chasm between you and them seems so vastly wide and deep that you could fit the whole world in its crease. I hate those times. They can make you quiet. Amy, when we first met each other, we were two entirely different people than we are now. At first, all we would do is bicker and quip and try to score points on one another in conversation. It wasn't bad though, as we clearly both enjoyed it. When we would do this though, we'd sometimes come to a moment where we'd beaten the other to the punch, and while the other was setting up some elaborate riff, we'd run the full contents of their mind and arrive at the same place. Those times were nice. When we started dating some 2 years later, those moments started happening again, then some more and some more. Now I feel I never have to finish a sentence around you. Amy, I vow to always see you, to never fit you in a world in which you don't belong. I vow to never make you a figment of my mind, and to always look at who you are. I vow to never pick you like a rose from the garden and hang you in a vase. I vow to always love you and cherish you, the real you, now and forever, in sickness and in health.
Thank you, Joe. Go ahead, Amy.
You'll have to excuse me because I had the pleasure of going second, and so now I'm already crying. Always, continuously, with decreasing apprehension and increasing hope. I will love you as blue mold loves to grow on white cheese. I will love you as blue cheese loves to doubly trigger people allergic to both mold and milk. And I will love you as people allergic to both mold and milk love to try blue cheese anyway. I will love you as spiders love to weave their gossamer webs, and as moths love to find themselves stuck in these webs, and as people with brooms love to knock cobwebs out of corners. I will love you with no regard for who wins the debates in emptied high school classrooms, though I think we both know that of the debates with this particular matchups, you have won almost all of them. I will love you no matter how you paint your parking spot and no matter how you spend your snow days. I will love you if you cry over spilt milk, and I will love you if you let the cat out of the bag. I will love you no matter how many cliches and idioms you hopelessly reenact. I will love you as Jack Sprat loves to eat no fat and as his wife loves to eat no lean. I will love you as jaywalkers love to be completely unqualified for their criminal endeavor, and as the hoods of trucks love to obscure the heads of jaywalkers, and as lampposts love to bend to swerving trucks. I will love you as California loves to slide into the ocean, and as mystics and statistics both love to say that they will, that it will. I will love you as we leave home, which has already happened and will continue to happen again. I will love you if you become homesick, and I will love you if you decide to never return home again. Always and continuously. And that, Joe, is how I will love you, even as the world goes on its wicked way.
Thank you. Now, do you, Joe, take Amy to be your lawfully wedded wife? You, Amy, take Joe to be your lawfully wedded husband?
I do.
Having heard the promises you have shared with each other, along with those beautiful vows, it is time to exchange rings. rings are a symbol of love and commitment that encircle an endless path that they'll embark on together. Joe and Amy, you have expressed your love to each other through the promises you have just made. It is with these in mind, and by the power invested in me, I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may now kiss the bride. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to present to you for the first time Mr. and Mrs. Bridges.
Why not?